Hi everyone, I am Mr. Mahmoud. This video is for grade 7, unit 7. How was your weekend? Lessons 3 and 4. Let's start with the key vocabulary: band, famous, interview, musician, stressed, trumpet. Types of music like classical, jazz, opera, pop, rock, traditional. Adventure story, alone, cave, coconut, dead, diary, island, jungle, nearby, sailor, storm, terrible. Some additional vocabulary like about, amazing, discuss, French, jacket, notebook, person, type, kind, song, although, arrive, arrived, delicious. Foot, feet, happen, happened, nobody, one day, prefer, preferred, rain, rained, rocks, shape, ship, useful, worm, what date. Language expressions: go shopping, have opinions about, like the sound of, make sure, play the piano, write songs. Prepositions like move on to, play in a band, share with, all over the world, go down into, in the sand, look for, on a boat, on a ship, talk about, what type of, ride down, on the island, through a jungle, walk along, without. Words and opposites: remember, forget, rise, fall, dead, alive, wet, dry. Conjugations of irregular verbs: forget, forgot, forgotten, learn, learned, 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 eat, ate, eaten, sink, sank, sunk, sleep, slept, slept. Definitions: alone means not with other people. Coconuts, large brown nuts. Sailor, someone who works on a boat or ship. Sink, go down into water. Terrible, very bad. Language notes: like best. Marvin likes jazz music best. Learn, to plus infinitive. He learned to play the piano when he was young. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. You should learn, space, close the door softly. You should learn to close the door softly. Mother likes computer games best. Listen to an interview with the musician Marvin Ollister. Marvin Ollister is a famous musician. He writes songs and plays in a band. Hello, Marvin. What type of music do you like? Hello. Well, I like jazz music best. I play the trumpet in a jazz band. The trumpet. When did you learn to play the trumpet? Oh, when I was about 12, I learned the piano first when I was 4. And I moved on to the trumpet at 12. I like the sound of the trumpet. Amazing. Do you like pop music? No, I don't. And I don't like rock music, but I quite like traditional music. Read about Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe is an adventure story by Daniel Defoe. Robinson Crusoe was a sailor. One day his ship sank because there was a really terrible storm. Crusoe swam to a nearby island, but there were no other people there. Crusoe wrote a diary of what happened to him on the island. The 18th of December. I arrived on the island 4 days ago. Today, I walked along the beach again, but I saw nobody and I think I am alone. This afternoon, I found a dead fish and ate it, but it was not nice. Although I am hungry, I don't want to eat another dead fish. The 19th of December. I found a coconut on the beach today. It was delicious. It rained last night and I was cold and wet. So today I went to look for a cave. I want a warm place to sleep. I walked through a jungle and there were some rocks, but no caves. The 20th of December. I found a cave. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. A space is someone who works on a boat or ship. A sailor. Marvin Ollister is a famous, he writes nice songs. Marvin Ollister is a famous musician. The food was, we didn't like it at all. The food was terrible. He is a famous singer. He sings in a great band. He likes reading space stories because they are very exciting. He likes reading adventure stories. My mother always advises me to buy things from space shops. My mother always advises me to buy things from nearby shops. Hakim sings to modern and space music. Hakim sings to modern and traditional music. I want to learn to space the lute. I want to learn to play the lute. There are many trees in the jungle. I saw many bats in this cave. She's very sad. Her little bird is dead. Cross's ship sank because of a terrible storm. I write what happens to me every day in a diary. Grammar. How to form a question. First, we have to talk about types of questions. The first type of questions is yes or no questions, or the questions that begin with helping verbs. To form them, we have to start with one of these helping verbs. Am is, are, was, were, verb to be, do, does, did, verb to do, has, have, had, verb to have. Another type of verbs is modal verbs, like can, could, will, would, shall, should, must, may, might. We form yes or no questions by moving the helping verb to the beginning of the sentence. Let's start with verb to be. Ali is watching TV. Is Ali watching TV? Yes, he is, or no, he isn't. I'm okay. Are you okay? Yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Notice here that we changed I am into are you. They are teachers. Are they teachers? Yes, they are, or no, they aren't. Verb to have. I have got a phone. Have you got a phone? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. He has got a jacket. Has he got a jacket? Yes, he has, or no, he hasn't. Modal verbs. Moving the modal verb to the beginning of the sentence. They will arrive tomorrow. Will they arrive tomorrow? Yes, they will, or no, they won't. She would like juice. Would she like juice? Yes, she would, or no, she wouldn't. I can swim. Can you swim? Yes, I can, or no, I can't. Sammy should study hard. Should Sammy study hard? Yes, he should, or no, he shouldn't. The present simple and the past simple have no helping verbs. We form questions by adding the helping verbs do or does for the present simple and did for the past simple. For example, they live in Cairo. Do they live in Cairo? Yes, they do, or no, they don't. Ahmed likes English. Does Ahmed like English? Yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. Aya made a cake. Did Aya make a cake? Yes, she did, or no, she didn't. The second kind or the second type of questions is WH questions. We form them by adding a question word at the beginning of the question. We have some question words like what time, which, when, where, why, how many, much, how long, how often, and whom. We use what to ask about things. We use what time to ask about the time. We use which to make choices. We use when for time. We use where for the place. We use why to ask about the reason. We use how to ask about the means. We use how many to ask about the number. We use how much to ask about the quantity or the price. We use how long to ask about the period of time. We use how often to ask about how many times the verb happens. And we use who to ask about a person. How to form the question that begins with the question word. We start with the question word, then the helping verb, subject plus the verb. And the verb here depends on the helping verb. Mona was at the cinema yesterday. When was Mona at the cinema? They were playing football at the club. Where were they playing football? I always play tennis on Mondays. How often do you play tennis? Here, we ask about yesterday in the first question using when. Then we put was after when, then the subject Mona, then the rest of the sentence. In the second example, we ask about at the club using where to ask about the place. Then we replaced they were into where they, then the rest of the sentence. The last example, we ask about on Mondays using how often. Ola goes to school on foot. How does Ola go to school? Salma bought a new laptop last week. When did Salma buy a new laptop? My family went to Alexandria last summer. Where did your family go last summer? In the first example, we asked about on foot using how. In the second example, we asked about last week using when. In the last example, we asked about the place to Alexandria using where. Choose a correct answer. A, space, do you like fruit? B, I like fruit because it's good for me. Why do you like fruit? A, when, space, you play tennis. B, I play it on Fridays. When do you play tennis? A, space, does he play tennis? B, he plays tennis twice a week. How often? A, you like jazz. B, no, I don't like jazz, but I like pop. Do you like jazz? A, space, your English teachers. B, Mr. Walid is my English teacher. Who's your English teacher? A, space, you ride a bike. B, no, but I can fly a kite. Can you ride a bike? A, space, do you come to school? B, I come to school by bus. How do you come to school? A, is Robinson Crusoe a terrible story? B, It's my favorite. No, it's my favorite. A space sits next to you. B neither sits next to me. Who sits next to you? Read and correct the underlined words. A. What time is it? B. It was 10:15. It is 10:15 because the question is what time is it? A. Have you got a new jacket? B. No, I don't. No, I haven't because we have at the beginning of the question. Can she swims? Can she swim? Can plus infinitive. A. How is Tariq feel? B. He's okay. How does Tariq feel? Did your hotel near the beach? Was your hotel near the beach? Why you found me? Why did you phone me? We have to form the question that begins with a question word using the question word, then the helping verb did, then the subject you, then the verb in the infinitive form because we have did in the question. Ask and answer about favorite music. What type of music do you like? I like jazz best. I like the sound of pop. I quite like rock. Complete the following dialogue. Hello, Aitan. Hello, Basim. What do you enjoy? I like rock and jazz music. So, what music do you enjoy? I like rock and jazz music best. Space, you like that type of music because I like the kinds of instruments that they use. Because, so we'll use why do you like that type of music? Which instrument do you prefer? I prefer the guitar. What about you? I like space music. I usually listen to old songs. So I like classical music. Great. With my best wishes for you, Mr. Mahmoud Chakra, and goodbye.